Uniform solid spheres of equal radii r, but mass m and 4m have a center to the center separation of 6r. So these are two spheres separated by a distance of 6r, as shown in the figure. The two spheres are held fixed. A projectile of mass m is projected from the surface of the sphere of mass capital M directly towards the center of the second sphere. This means that this projectile is directly thrown from here to here. Okay. Obtain an expression for the minimum speed v of the particle so that it reaches the surface of the second sphere. So in this question we have to find out the speed with which this small mass object m has to be thrown from the sphere 1 to the sphere 2. We have to throw this small object of mass small m with some certain speed so that it reaches the second sphere. Okay, so we don't need to throw this small mass m with a speed that takes it to the second sphere. We just need to throw this small mass m to a certain point where the gravitational force of second increases the gravitational force of the first sphere. So that point is marked here as n, the neutral point. So if this small mass m just crosses the neutral point, the second sphere of mass 4m will attract it towards itself. So we don't need to throw this all the way from here to here. We just need this small mass m to cross the neutral point. That is the concept that we are going to apply here. So the small mass m has just to cross the neutral point. Okay, so first we'll find out where the neutral point is. So we have to find out the location of the neutral point. Now the neutral point means where the gravitational force of first and second sphere is equal. So that is the neutral point. So the gravitational force of the first sphere is equal to the gravitational force of the second sphere. The formula for gravitational force is G mass m1 m2 divided by r square. This has to be equal to G mass of the second sphere, the second small mass m, and the distance remains is, the total distance between the centers is 6r. This is r. So this distance remains to be 6r minus r. So 6r minus r squared. Okay, so this will give us the neutral point, the distance of the neutral point. Okay, so G cancels out here, m cancels out, small m cancels out, G m small m. So we are left with 1:r square is 4:6r minus r square. So let's take root on both the sides. So that leaves us with 1:r is 2:6r minus r. Let's solve this for r. So 6r minus r gives us 2r. Therefore 6r gives us 3r. Therefore r is r 2r. So the neutral point is located at a distance 2r from the first sphere. So we get this neutral point. So this distance is 2r. So this distance remains to be 4r. So now we can find out the speed with which this ball has to be thrown so that it just reaches neutral point, so that it crosses the distance 2r. Okay. So we need to take this ball from point 1 or point A to point N. Now when the ball is at point A, it is at a distance r from the first sphere, from the center of the first sphere, and so this is at a distance 5r from the second sphere, from the center of the second sphere. This is the initial position of the ball. The initial position of the ball is r away from first ball, 5r away from the second ball. So this will help us calculating the potential energy of the first ball at this point. Also, we are going to throw this ball with the speed v. So at this point A, so initially the ball is here at point A. It has potential energy due to the first sphere, potential energy due to the second sphere, and the kinetic energy with which it is going to be thrown. On reaching this neutral point or on crossing this neutral point, even if the velocity becomes 0, it's alright, because the second sphere will pull it towards itself, because the gravity of second sphere increases beyond this point. So we'll do this. We'll compare the energies at 2 points. The energy at point A, that is potential energy due to both the spheres and kinetic energy, with the energy at point N. So we are going to compare energies at 2 points. So mechanical energy at point A, this is potential energy due to the first sphere plus potential energy due to the second sphere plus kinetic energy. So this is minus g m m. The distance is r minus g second sphere. The mass of the second sphere is 4m, so I multiply 4 here. G mm by the distance is 5r and kinetic energy is half mv square. This is mechanical energy at point A. We can add these things. So this gives us minus g mm by 4r, so 4 by 5, so this gives us 9 by 5. So minus 9 by 5 g m m by r plus half mv square. The mechanical energy at point N, at the neutral point, this is going to be just the potential energy due to both the spheres. So at this point, the distances are, we had calculated the distances to be 2r and 4r. So the mechanical energy due to first ball and the mechanical energy due to second ball. So mechanical energy at N is only potential energy due to the first and potential energy due to the second ball. So this is minus gm small m divided by 2r minus g 4m small m divided by 4r. So adding these gives us, this 4 and 4 get cancelled out, so gives us 3 by 2. So minus g m m by r and a factor of 3 by 2. This is mechanical energy at point N. Now since gravity is conservative, gravitational force is conservative, the mechanical energy is going to be constant everywhere. So since this motion happens in the gravitational field, gravitational force is conservative. So in case of conservative forces, we can always equate energies at different points. So the two energies we are going to equate are mechanical energy at A and mechanical energy at N. Therefore, minus 9 by 5 gmm by r plus half mv square is minus 3 by 2 gmm by r. Okay, so a lot of things are cancelling out here. So this small m is gone. Actually, only small m is getting cancelled out here. Okay, so we are interested in v. So let's keep v on one side. So v square or v square by 2. This gives us minus 3 by 2 gm by r plus 9 by 5 gm by r. So let's add this. So adding this gives us, so this gives us 15 minus 15 plus 18. So 3 is to 10 gm by r. So that is v square by 2 is 3 by 10 gm by r. Therefore, v is root of 3:5 gm by r. So this is the speed, this is the minimum speed that is required to throw the small mass m from the surface of the first sphere so that it reaches the second sphere. This is a concept that is also used for launching satellites, for sending space shuttles to different planets or to moon. So we need to cross neutral points, certain neutral points. After that, the fuel requirement reduces because not actually a lot of fuel is required after crossing this neutral point. Okay, so this is how we obtain the neutral points. We equate gravitational forces due to the two masses, and then by equating the energies at 2 points, the energy at A and energy at N, we get the values of the speed with which things have to be thrown. Okay, I hope this is clear.